Today we are doing a crazy off-roading experience over the Wanganui sand dunes.
This morning we wake up at the 42B College House hostel and we head straight away for the Wanganui sand dunes. We were scratching our heads with Laura on what to do to explore the sand dune in a very fun way.
And how rough is it going to be?
As rough as you want to make it, or as smooth as you want to make it.
Then we heard about this crazy guy that has a 4x4 and goes nuts in the sand dune, so Laura and I just couldn't resist. Believe it or not, Warrick is 70 years old and he still drives like a crazy man.
We're jumping into the Canem 4x4 off-roading truck with Warrick, and we are heading for the sand dunes on the back of Wanganui South Beach. And there's trails have already been made in the sand dunes which go up and down. There's flat sections, sections with heaps of deep puddles. I'm having to lift up my feet as not to get totally splashed by them. And it's just a crazy ride from the get-go.
It's really like we are on a roller coaster in this 4x4 drive. The sand dunes are going everywhere, up, down, and there is small bump and huge bump, and Warrick is really not slowing down for any of them. He's literally jumping over some of them at some point. It's absolutely nuts. So we are pushed back left and right, and we're just trying to hang on to, well, the truck and the cameras, and it's just really crazy.
The vehicle that we're in right now is a Canem 4x4, and Warrick actually used to race these professionally back in his heyday. So Warrick stops us a few times to tell us about the fascinating history of the area, including some head trading that happened between the Maori tribes here and the European settlers.
So Warrick took the time to actually ask us multiple times if we were okay with speed and if that was not a problem for him to actually kind of speed up, right? And we told him that we were absolutely fine with it, but you'd think that there will be a few things like some massive drops or even a forest that would make him slow down, but no, he just keep on speeding through the sand dune, and we really get to see the entire coastline within this hour and a half that we spent with Warrick. As we head toward the pine forests before making our way through it, there is the sun beaming through the trees. I mean, it feels like nature has put on a show for us. There is those beautiful sand dunes, there is all those, native grass, and there is one forest right in the middle that we can just pass through and just make our way, and it just looks absolutely amazing. And well, we get a little bit of time to embrace it, but as mentioned, Warrick just doesn't slow down. He also really loves his truck. He knows a lot of tricks with it, and he really likes to take a lot of freedom with it and try a lot of things. So every single time he's getting a chance, he's gonna go off-road and do some kind of nut stuff. And well, we are in the truck, we are strapped in, so we have to get along with it. After a wee while, Warrick tells us that we're gonna head to a much flatter section, and to our surprise, that's literally right on the beach.
6 months ago, this creek used to come out about 50 metres behind us.
Oh, whoa.
Now it's gradually, in the last 6 months, it's moved down. What will happen is that there'll be a big flood and it'll break through again and it'll come back up the slope.
Oh, that's cool.
So for a while now we've been doing heaps of obstacles over the sand dunes, but now we have a flat section of beach ahead, which means time to speed up. So we're really seeing how fast this thing can go, and we're just absolutely speeding down this flat beach in Wanganui. There's all this driftwood along the side, still a few obstacles to get over with the driftwood, but mainly this is about speed. He's even doing some donuts, which is going around in circles and like drifting around in the sand, flicking the sand up on the side. We're just having heaps of fun right now. I am getting absolutely covered in sand.
Oh my god. Nice. Cool.
Warrick is the coolest pensioner I know.
Alright, so after spending what felt like an hour speeding on the beach, it's time for us to turn around and make our way back toward the town of Wanganui. Warrick gives us a bit of a choice. He tells us that we can either head back to Wanganui through the beach or through the sand dune. So we tell him that we really like both of them, so he's kind of giving us a half and half. So we're speeding up along the beach for quite a wee while before hitting the sand dunes again, the forest again, and making our way toward Wanganui through a bit of a dirt road. It was an absolutely crazy way to explore the sand dune of the area. There is heaps to see here, and I feel like it would have taken us days to see that much.
Laura?
What?
What are you sitting on?
Well, there wasn't any seats. There wasn't any seats outside, so I found this ladder.
How comfortable are you?
My ass is in tatters right now.